Okay. Mukta manistvam nayanam mameti rajeti jiveti chirasutattvam ityuktvatyastava vachi mataha dadamyaham tandulameva sushkam ambeti tateti shiveti tasmin प्रसूति काले यदवोच उच्चैः कृष्णेति गोविंद हरे मुकुंदेति जनन्यै अहो रचितोऽयमञ्जलिः आस्तां तावदियं प्रसूति समये दुर्वारशूलव्यता नैरुच्यं तनुशोषणं मलमयी शय्या च सांवत्सरी एकस्यापि न गर्भभारभरण क्लेशस्य यस्या क्षमः दातुं निष्कृतिमुन्नतोऽपि तनयः तस्यै जनन्यै नमः. This is where we stopped yesterday. He said, as a mother, you went through so many problems, not only just by the time of the labor pain, but to carry me for 9 months, for 3 trimesters. And then after that, after I am born for 1 year, I messed up your bed all the time, right? Because I couldn't even get up. So, you see, Malamayi, okay? Malamayi Shaya, in the bed. Samvatsari. And then Garbhabara Bharana Kleshaha, all that. Okay? He says, Ekasyapi unnatopi tanayasya datum na shakyate. Na. That's why the na is in the previous line. None, even one among the list of all that I have listed, not even one, even the best child will be able to do. Oh, this is dirty, we will not do this. All that we are already grown up. We are not going to do even any of this. So for that mother, I offer my pranams. You have done so much, I will not even do anything. Even you count me as the best child, I am not going to do all that. So that is the quality of the sacrifice a mother does. These shlokas makes us reflect what all our mothers did. It is making us reflect that actually in some ways, more than anything. That's a big sacrifice. There is no way we are going to see something equivalent to that. That is what Acharya is emotionally bringing through these small little 3 lines, 2 lines, 4 lines kind of these shlokas. He is pouring tons and tons of emotion and asking us to go back to our childhood and think about it. Today I am all fine, I am a great man, I have done this, that's all okay. Yeah? Think about how you started. It's very important. I think it's, Raghuvamsha, Kalidasa, in the Raghuvamsha first canto of Raghuvamsha, 6th shloka to 9th shloka in the first chapter. It's a beautiful, Raghunam Anvayam Vakshe. That's how it will end. He says, how is this Raghuvamsha? He gives some lakshanas. Mitabhashinaha, all that. There are some nice set of shlokas are there. Then he says, Yogatyante tanutyajaha. See what Kaliyasha says is, the greatness of a great person is when you are born, nobody knew you. Nobody knew you. That's the way you should exit. You should be able to, go back graciously, and then you should slowly dissolve. That's how Raghuvamsha kings are. Now he is saying, even when you do it, think of your childhood. Think of what is this mother did all that. Remember it all the time. Even when you recede to the background, remember the mother all the time. That's what he is saying in this sloka. They are saying nice things about how you come, what are all that you do, and then how gently you recede. He says, even when you gently recede, remember the mother. Remember the great Vyakti called mother. And this is so specially celebrated in India, in Sanatana Dharma. That's what he is coming to. Okay, let us just move a little bit. So I have showed you from Mahabharata Ramayana, there are a couple of shlokas from Purana also. One from Kurma Purana, another from Brahmanda Purana. What it talks about this whole thing. Yavat pitacha matacha dvau etau nirvikarino tavat sarvam parityajya putraha syat tat parayanaha. When the father and the mother reach a stage where they become little difficult to handle themselves, because everybody goes through jara here. Everybody, we will all go through jara anyway. Because that is the Prakriti's order. You can't do anything about it. He says, Tavat sarvam parityajya. You have to give up everything. As a son, you have to give up everything. Putraha syat. Because tat parayana, that is your ultimate ayana. That is your ultimate abode. You remember that. So you should be available to them. Yavat. Until they required, this Dasharatha, in Ramayana, the story is there, no? That boy who went, there are two parents who are blind. Shravanakumara. He goes and then, brings water, and Dasharatha thinks that it's some elephant which is drinking water, and he put it's a very emotional piece if you read it. He recollects that in Ayodhya Kanda. When Kaikeyi brought a certain Putra Shoka into Dasharatha, that time he recollected. I think I did that, I am paying a price for it. That's why in Sanatana Dharma nobody can escape. Our Purana is full of such stories. What is told there, what you invest, you take it back. You cannot run away. So in one Janma you can run away. You can do anything and then get lost. That's the idea. That's the end of the story. In Sanatana Dharma it is not. As what you invest, you have to get back. So there is a very emotional, that two parents talking about that. Shravana Kumara, I remember when I read this shloka. The moment I read this Kurma Purana shloka, I am reminded of Shravana Kumara. That is what it is saying. You have to be for them. After all, they were for you. So you have to be for them. That's what this shloka is saying. Yajnan vedans tata kaman tapamsi vividani cha prapnautyayuhu prajaschaiva pitrubhaktyana samshayah. See, the first line tells all that. You do yajna, you do some Veda Karya, Vedic, okay, and then do tapas with a kama, with a desire, okay. Vividani cha, vividani kamams tapamsi. Different tapas you do with a desire to achieve whatever you want to achieve. Okay? Prapnoti ayuhu. Prapnoti ayuhu prajaschaiva. So you will get all that through that. But he says, there is a shorter route also for all that. He says, Pitru Bhaktyacha na samshayah. You can get all that by Pitru Bhakti also. Right? In fact, I actually did a 12-week course on foundations of Sanatana Dharma during Corona time, 20, na? Through Vyoma. They asked me, I said, okay, I will do. I did a 12-week course every Saturday. And so those Vyoma people told me, sir, the format is like this. Second week when you come, every following week you come, take a few minutes, sir, some questions will be there, why don't we can answer it. I said, okay, that's not a bad idea, we will do it. So I came for and I said, they said, sir, I'll send you the questions by Friday or Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday. I said, okay. First week class was over, and then Wednesday I received some questions. Then I went to the Saturday class. I said, I will not answer the questions. So they were all shocked actually. I could see some of the video of their faces. I said, I won't answer these questions. They asked why. I said, these questions are too good. If I answer it, this 1 hour will go only in answering. I will never be able to, teach you what I wanted to teach. Then I told them, somehow I will answer. Not that I am going to leave it, but I am not going to take my 1 hour time and do it. But Samadhana de dunga. You just wait, I will give. I collected 250 questions in the 12 weeks. And I have written a 160 pages book just simply answering it.
We got that book and we got that book immediately.
So finally it came to 160 pages. I wrote for every question, I wrote answer. I want to now recollect a question which many asked. Why should I do Shraddha for my father and my mother? It's a very reasonable question they asked. So my answer was like this. I was in Pune. I gave an example. Let's say I was in Pune. Okay? And you are my neighbor. We are so friendly. We knew each other and so on. 4-5 years I was in Pune. You are my neighbor. You are such a close. You will invite me. I will have food, everything. I got transferred. I left the job and came to Bangalore. Now the Pune person is gone or is he there? This was my first question. Just because you came to Bangalore, you are not seeing him every day, are you going to assume finished, this fellow is over? I asked, is that the way you take? And for all the discussion we did in the last 4 days on Bada Rahitam, if you are indestructible, your parents are also indestructible. I want every one of you to know that first. No parent will die. No parent will not exist. So I asked him, if you have come to Bangalore and your friend is there in Pune, will you stop wishing him? No, I will wish him. I will wish him because after all, so I said, your father was with you for 45 years. One day he went. And in Sanatana Dharma, this is what we must understand. In Sanatana Dharma, death is not a full stop, it is a comma. So the father is not available in front of you, that's all. It's only a comma, it is not a full stop. Full stop to khatam. एक ही जन्म है. हमारा तो एक ही जन्म है ना, पुनर्जन्म विषय हमारा विश्वास है. ये सनातन धर्म से मूलभूत विषय है. So I said, just because you are not able to see your father here, just because you are able to see your mother here, if you think stop here, no food for them. I said, good luck. I didn't answer anything more than that. I said, you decide. I will not take that position. If you have to say, the person, only when I see a person, this is called Pratyakshameva Pramana. If only I see the person in front of me, I will agree, otherwise he is gone. And I want to apply the same rule to my father also. I said, you decide. Our ancestors are not idiots. Don't come to any conclusion. Of all the karya, Shraddha karya is the number one for a person. The only raw material for Shraddham is Shraddha. Pandit, Gindit, Log, all that later. The most important raw material for Shraddham is Shraddha. As the Dharma Shastra says, if there is a big calamity, I am not able to do Shraddha, aaj to Shraddha karna hai. Dharma Shastra says, go to the open ground and cry for 1 hour. Shraddham is over. You show your bhava. Because you believe father exists. You believe the mother exists. That's the most important thing. That's the Pitru Bhakti. So these are all the foundation. So I have written, in fact, many questions came around it. I am not remember all the answers. I just told you one. It's all in that book. They have asked several questions. I finally wrote all of them. It turned out to be a book of about 150 pages. Uh, so 220 questions came. So in this father, mother dying, people don't understand. We are using, everything that we do today, India is all Semitic. I want you to understand. Everything that we do today is Christianized. If father dies, mother dies, they are no longer there. That means you are believing in one Janma, not in Punarjanma. If you believed in Punarjanma, you will never say my father is not there. You will say my father is not here. That's all you can say. That is what we have been seeing in the last 3 days in Panchadashi. Badarahityam. If you are Satya, your father is also Satya, your mother is also Satya. Are you saying your mother is Asatya but you are Satya? What logic is this? We are not saying that. We got the wrong framework. That is the most important thing. So Pitru Bhakti is required. It is not just until they live. After that we can forget. A lot of people are doing that. I personally don't agree to that methodology. That means we got our framework wrong. I have a colleague and we both used to do consulting for the tea industry. We used to go to Uti. He lost his father very early and he lost his mother also. So, generally we keep talking, evening when you are alone, what do you do? So he was doing a prayer and all that. Then we were just talking. He said, I am praying for a father. This happened 25 years back, 23 years back or something. He said, I am praying for my mother and father. I was taken aback. I asked, what? No, my father and mother are not here. That doesn't mean they are not there. My prayers are always for them. What Bhava here? That is what Sanatana Dharma is telling us.
In the Western culture, only birthday is dedicated to the mother.
Correct. We have reduced everything to one day and then bring them from the old. I have seen in US. I lived in US for a year. They will put them in those people in the truck. Not truck. Good van or something. That day they'll bring them home and then they are back to the old age home. Anyway, that's the culture. I am only saying what's another. I am not even saying anything. Moment I saw Pitru Bhakti, all these things come to my mind. We have a very special understanding of parents. That's all I am trying to say, nothing else. Anyway, so we will continue. Kulam upasrutya swapna kale tu drishtva samuchita vesham prarudo mam tvamuchaihi gurukula mata sarvam prarudatte samaksham sapadi charanayoste matarastu pranamaha. See, there is a story which he is recollecting here. What happened? Shankaracharya's mother, Aryamba, had a dream. This is before Sannyashrama. The boy was going to the Gurukula for studies. No? So the mother had a dream. In the dream, she saw this boy to be a sannyasin. That is, he recollects that here. That is what this shloka is. That story is being recollected here. Let us see what it says. It says, Gurukulam upasritya swapnakale tu drishtva. Hey mother, he is talking to his mother only, no? Hey Amba, you had a swapna. Okay? And after you saw the swapna, drishtva, having, the Twanta Prayoga I said, drishtva, having seen. Having gone through the dream, okay? Swapna kale tu drishtva. What did she saw? Yati sam uchita vesham. Yati is a sannyasi. Samuchita vesham. So he saw the boy in the attire of a yati. Vesha. No? Samuchita vesham. Right? Then what did she do? She immediately came running to the Gurukula. That was the love she had for the son, which the son had to leave and go very soon. So, Gurukulam upasrutya. She reached Gurukula quickly. She was very worried. What is this dream I got? That my son is actually a sannyasi, which means he is going to leave me and go, which happened immediately. That's a different story. This is about the dream. Gurukulam upasrutya, having come, praruda. Okay? Prarudaha. Pra is prakrishtena. Rodati means cries. So she cried. Pakka. Uchchaihi. Tvam uchchaihi praruroda. You loudly cried. That was the love she had for Shankaracharya is saying, that was the love you had for me. I was in the Gurukula. You saw a Swapna. And in the Swapna, I actually was like a sannyasi. On seeing it, you came running to the Gurukula. And you are loudly crying. She showed her love that am I losing him? That is what is being conveyed here. Then what happened? On seeing her, the entire Gurukulam people started crying. That's what it says. Gurukulam mata sarvam prarudatte. Everybody started crying. I think she poured her emotion in such a way, everybody joined the emotion, I think. Everybody cried. Sarvam Gurukulam ata prarudatte samaksham. They cried, that all their eyes were wet. They all cried. For that mother, you are such a mother. Okay? Charanayoho, te charanayoho, hey mata. Tu pranamaha. I offer my pranams at your feet. You are such a mother. You had tons of love for me, which you showed. Sometimes, the child does not know. These actions only bring it out. The child has no idea how much the mother loves the child. These actions will show it immediately, no? See what happens. You have a child and you go to the party. You take the child, is about 2-3 years. You go to the party and the kids are all playing. Suddenly you find this boy is not found. That time you should see the mother. That time you see how much love the mother has. She is at the end, world's end. She will cry, she will do. Oh, these are occasions by which we get to know how much love the mother has. Those are occasions. So that is one such occasion here. Then the child has come, then everything is okay. Right? So in the same way, you are such a mother. And for such a mother, I fall at your feet. He says, Charanayoho, te charanayoho, he mataha, sapati pranamaha. At once I offer my salutations to you, I offer my pranams to you. He recollects even that episode that happened when he was a young boy in the Purvashrama. He recollects it at this point and he says, I know how much you loved me. I remember it today. At the Marana Kale, I remember it. How much you loved me, I know. I am able to recollect the small little story when I was in the Gurukula. So that is what Acharya recollects here and says, I offer my pranams. Your love is unlimited. I can only offer a pranam. What else can I do? To return the love of a mother by any child is the love of a mother, particularly love of the parents in general, particularly the mother. There is no way you can repay. And that is why I will come back. That is why in Sanatana Dharma, in our Sanatana Dharma, if you have to do a Deva Karya and a Pitra Karya on a day, today is some puja, today is also Shraddha for my father, mother or something. Or today is Amavasya, Tarpana Karya, they do the Pitra Karya or Pitra Paksha. Our rule is no Devakarya can be done. They are all pales in comparison. Your first God is your parents here. Then Vishnu, Krishna and all that we will see later. Your first God is your parents. So the order in which you have to do the work is first you have to do Pitrikarya. Only then you should do Devakarya. There is an order in which you have to do. It's always the Pitrikarya first. And I am doing it for the 5 years. My father passed away 5 years back. So I have been watching these very closely, these mantras. Okay? In every mantra, what it says is, Krishna, Krishna, there is one word which will come again, Krishna, Krishna, like that. It says, you have to strain and do. That is how you show your love. My father was like that. He died at the age of 88. Even at the age of 88, I have been stunned by the way he used to do Shraddha Karya for his parents. Absolutely, he will have such a bhava. I remember it all the time. You will see it. He was 88, he was fit enough, not that bad. He was very. He will sit, he himself will do the, chandana, he will, because some sandalwood paste has to be. He will say, I will do for my father. I will go from Bangalore, once or twice I have gone towards the end. I say, Appa, I will come. He will say, come. All that he will say. He will do everything. He says, I have to do. On the day he died, he did 2 tarpana. That day you have to do 2 tarpanas. He said, I will do 2 tarpana. 4 times he took bath and he did 2 tarpana. That day evening he died. Actually, he was all fine. He was sitting and then watching a match. He uttered one shloka from one. That shloka said, before Yamaduta come, you come. That was the shloka he uttered. Of his favorite deity, he uttered that shloka. And we were all sitting, I wasn't there. My brother and I were sitting, and that's all. But I see how much love and the way he used to do Pitrikarya. That is the most interesting thing I have found, observed closely with my father and so on. So that is the kind of emotion that Shankaracharya is pouring in these shlokas in some ways. The last shloka. Na dattam mataste marana samaye toyamapi va swadavano datta marana divase shraddha vidina na japtva mataste marana samaye tarakamanuhu kale samprapte mai kurudayam maturatulam. He said, I came at an akala. He says, I'm very sorry, I came very late. Because there are a few things to be done, I did none of those. That's what he's recollecting the first 3 lines. He says, Na dattam matahate marana samaye toyam. I did not give these 2 drops of Ganga Jal on your mouth while you breathed last. It's all our samskaras, our sampradayas. Because in many of the cases there is a parching of the mouth. So the last thing we can do is give some water. Many of us we have seen it in our family also. They give some water, right? So I did not give you water at the 11th hour when you were about to leave this place. I did not give you dhrani of water. All that body at that time will take is only little. It is not going to take half a liter of water. That 1 drop of Ganga Jal, we have a sense of satisfaction. I was with my father or whatever at the 11th hour and did something. That gives me a sense of satisfaction. I couldn't do it. That's what Shankaracharya is saying. He's saying, Na dattam matahate marana samaye toyam apiva. I did not even give you the 2 drops of water which I was required. I do not know who took care of you. I am a sannyasi, I was just going here and there. I did not do that for you. Okay? Then he says, Sodhava no datta marana divase shraddha vidina. See, there are two terms, Swaha and Sodha. There are two terms, Swaha and Sodha. There is a difference between the two. Both are Agni Karya. You put Agni and then, if you do Deva Karya, you have to say Swaha. If you have to do Pitru Karya, you have to say Sodha. That's the only difference. It's a technical term. When you say Swaha, it is a Deva Karya. When you say Sodha, it is a Pitru Karya. So here it's a Pitru Karya he is talking about. That's why he says, I did not give you Sodha. Which means that अंतिम क्रिया करता है ना, इसमें अग्नि कार्य है, इसमें हम आहुति दे देंगे, उसका नाम है सोदा. That is called soda. So sodhavanu datta, on the day you died, marana divase, shraddha vidina, whatever is the ceremony to be followed, I was in there. I did not do that for you. Marana divase, sodhava na datta, no datta. No is actually na only. No is the English no. Na plus a plus u. Na u becomes no. So no also is used actually. No datta, marana divase shraddha vidina. Then there is one more thing they do. Before they take the body for cremation or whatever, the son puts the mother or father, whoever it is, on the lap and tell Taraka mantra, Sri Rama mantra on the ears. That's the sampradaya. You have to say Taraka mantra. He says that also I didn't do. That's the third line he is saying. He is saying, Na japtua matahate marana samaye Taraka manuho. Rama japa I did not do for you. In your ear I should have told Rama. The Pandit will ask you to do, say Ram. These are all part of there's a belief that they are all good to the departing soul wherever it goes, departing Atman wherever it goes. He said, I did not also do that. I did not give you the Taraka mantra also. These are all not costly things. Giving 2 drops of water, uttering the Taraka mantra gently. They keep the head on the lap, bend and say. Pandit will say, oh, Kardo. Taraka mantra. That also I didn't do. Right? Akale samprapte mayi. You know why I did not do all this? I came late. So over. I came late. Akale samprapte. If I had come earlier, maybe I would have done all that. I came late. Akale param samprapte mayi. Then he says, Matuhu atulam. Tula means balance, na? Equal. That's why it's called tola. Tola is balance. Tulam means equal. Atulam means nobody is equal to you. Matuhu atulam. Okay? Dayam kuru. Please forgive me. I did not do. You did so many things. The 4 slokas said, what are all the things you did? What are all the ways you took care of me? I did nothing. Please forgive me. That's what he says. Kuru dayam matuhu atulam. You are a mother. There is nothing equal to your mother. She is Atula. For every one of us, our mother, our parents are Atulas. Mother especially. Generally, I will say both, but mother particularly, because many of the things that we are saying are mother oriented. He said, nobody who can be equal to you. I missed that boat also. I just came and Sushkam Tandulam I gave. I only put my hands like this. Nothing else I did. I only put my hands like this. Nothing else I did. Please forgive me. So that's how he ends this Matru Pancakam. I think Matru Pancakam is emotional, but it brings beautiful values that we all, youngsters, everybody, We all have parents. Some of us are with us, some of us are not with us. That doesn't matter because the vastu is badarahitam. I believe none of the father or the mother has gone away. They have removed their form and shape. So one person asked me, "Sir, my father is not there, what do I do?" I said, "No, who said your father is not there?" But I agree with you. Your father is not there in that form and shape. Otto katam. I told them, "Do you know how to see your father?" You find out what are all the things your father, and the same for mother also. What are all the things your father liked the most? Whenever you see it, your father is there. You should only learn to see your father differently. Father has become demat. That is what in Panchadashi we are all the time talking now from morning to evening for the last 4 days. That is the point. You have to apply it in your personal life. So if somebody asks, is it all theoretical? No, they are not theoretical. You bring it to practice here. If you believe that you are Satyam, how can you not believe your father is not Satyam? How can you believe your mother is not Satyam? And if you are going to believe your father is Satyam and mother is Satyam, then your whole approach of what to do with them is different. We have lost out all that today. My biggest, I tell you, with a broken heart, I am telling you, Indians are living Semitic life. That is what Britishers left behind with us. We don't lead a life of Sanatana Dharma. We lead a life of single birth. We believe in single birth. That's all. That is why dirty competition. See, I gave some money, a large sum of money to one of my relative. That person did not return to me. I had absolutely no regret till date. Absolutely no regret. You know why? I believe in Punarjanma. That fellow will give me with terrific interest later. I will not bother. I mean, these things are not going to bother me anymore. Whereas, we are so bothered because we live this one Janma life. Please think about it. I want to leave this thought with you. All of us are living a Semitic life, not a Sanatana Dharmic life. Because the pillar of Sanatana Dharma is Punarjanma and Karma. If you borrow it wholesome, your life will change. If you imbibe it wholesome, many things that you do will change. Take it to your heart and understand it. Many things will change, including the Pitrakarya, which he is talking about here. Okay, I think I simply took Matru Pancakam. I never knew it is such a beautiful. I feel like crying after listening to all this and seeing all this. Such a beautiful piece. And it's God's grace. I actually took this shloka. Simply I took this shloka. I said, I need some small shloka. Why don't we talk about Matru Pancakam? I never knew it is a treasure which can dig up all our emotions and put us into a plane of thinking. So, thank you for this opportunity. I think we will close down. Manu Rakale, it is Manu Rakale. Manuhu Akale. That Visarga has become, the Repa has gone. Manu Rakale will become Manuhu Akale. Thank you for bringing it. It may be Manu Rakale, Manuhu Akale. The Visarga becomes Repa, Rakara. So that is why I think after printing it, I would have split it like this. Huh? There. No, that's what I said.
No, instead of Visarga, we put a dash and said it's a.
That's what I said.
In the
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shubhara.